Hello everyone, this is Cyber Aquarist, and in this video I'm going to show you how I braced my subfloor to support the weight of my 150-gallon extra high aquarium. The dimensions of my aquarium will be 4 foot long by 2 foot wide, and it will contain 150 gallons. And water weighs 8.34 pounds per gallon, so when it's full of water and decorations, it can weigh as much as 1,600 to 1,800 pounds. So I wanted to take precautions to ensure that the aquarium didn't come crashing through the first floor of my house. The aquarium is going to be mounted right here, or sitting right there on the first floor of my house, and this is a non-load bearing wall. You see how the floor joists are running parallel to the basement wall? Well, this would be a non-load bearing wall. This wall over here where the floor joists run perpendicular to the basement wall, that's a load bearing wall, and it's capable of supporting much more weight than a non-load bearing wall. So to take precautions, what I did is I went out and I bought 2 floor jacks from Lowe's. You can pick them up at any Lowe's or Home Depot, and the brand that I bought is Aquarium, and these come in different sizes. The size that I bought is capable of extending from 4 foot 8 inches to 8 foot 4 inches. And in its lowest setting of 4 foot 8 inches, it can support 18,000 pounds. And at its maximum extension of 8 foot 4 inches, is capable of supporting 9,100 pounds. So having 2 of these installed, I'm able to support a load of 18,200 pounds. So it's more than adequate to support the weight of the 150. Now what I did, I took a 6x6 pressure treated piece of wood, and I cut it to the length of the stand. The aquarium stand will be 50 inches long, so I cut this first piece 50 inches long. And then I took the brackets for the posts and I came in 9 inches and centered them up and secured these to the 6x6 with 3/8 inch by 1.5 inch lag bolts. I did that on the other side as well. I came in 9 inches from that end and supported that the same way. And what I did, I had to start with a known point of reference on my first floor to know exactly where I needed to support the floor. My known point of reference was the floor register for my heating and air unit. I came in to the inside edge of the register and I measured to the edge of where the aquarium stand is going to go. It was 41.5 inches, and I made a mark right there. What I did is I came in 9 inches from that mark and centered it. I measured the distance between the 2 floor joists, and I centered that mark. That's where the header board was going to go, and the bracket there is in the center, 9 inches to the center. So I set the first post on the bottom support, and then I set the second post inside. For maximum extension, the holes will be facing down, and if for a shorter load you would turn this post over where there aren't any holes at the top, which would shorten the top post. But for my application, I had to have the maximum extension, so the holes were facing down, and I secured it with these 2 bolts. They come in the kit. And at the top of the support post, there's a threaded shaft that fits into the top bracket. And what you do is you screw that out, and you keep screwing it out until you make contact with your subfloor, with the floor joists. Once you make contact and it's good and snug, then I put a half a turn on it. Just a half a turn. You don't want to crank on it. You're not trying to raise your floor, you're just trying to support it. So I did that with this post, and the same for this one. I did the same method here. Set the bottom post on the floor bracket, turn the post over with the holes facing down, secured it with the 2 supplied bolts, put the threaded shaft in at the top, set the header board on it in the bracket, screwed it up till it made contact, put half a turn. I went back to this side and checked it for snugness. Same with that one, checked it again. And I need to back up just a minute. Before I tightened them down, I put a level on the post. Right here, a magnetic level to make sure that the posts were plumb this way and this way. Did that with both posts before I tightened them down. Now, this is an easy way of doing this. It's an unfinished basement. I don't plan on finishing this part of the basement in. So this will stay just like this. These posts are real secure. I can push on it and they're not budging. But had this been a finished basement, I could use the same method, but instead of using the 6x6 at the bottom, I could have used the floor brackets straight to the concrete. If you had carpet, just pull it back and then secure the bracket directly to the concrete floor, and then you have to do some carpet work, around the post. And at the top, if it was a sheetrock ceiling, I would have had to cut out a square to find the floor joists and put the header board there, and then you could make a sheetrock box and then contain the post inside of a pole wrap, veneer, or whatever you choose to do. But since this is an unfinished basement, this is how it's going to be. Like I said, just an extra piece of insurance. I mean, the aquarium probably would have fallen through the floor, but I didn't want to take any chances and find out the hard way. Well, if you're not into aquariums and you're looking at this video just to see how to support a subfloor, I encourage you, if you've ever considered keeping an aquarium, to look at some of my subscribers or some of my subscriptions. Check these guys' aquariums out. They have a lot of valuable information in their videos showing you how to keep aquariums. So, just encourage everyone to check it out if you're interested in keeping an aquarium. And I thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to the next part of this series of my 150-gallon setup. So everybody stay tuned and take care.